Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Auto Sports. We are very excited to offer you guys, as you'll see in this video, a absolutely gorgeous 2004 Jeep Wrangler TJ Columbia Edition. This Jeep was bought brand new in Florida, has been in Florida its entire life. We actually just shipped it up here. When we got this Jeep in, it was 100% original, all bone stock. All of the upgrades and modifications and services mentioned in this video have been done here at Davis Auto Sports over the last few months. One of the cleanest TJs we've recently had in. As mentioned, 04 with just 65,000 original and documented miles. We are shooting this in HD, so if you're viewing this on YouTube and you have the ability to watch HD, go ahead and select the HD option so you can really see just how nice and clean this TJ is. So as mentioned, we got this thing completely bone stock, all original, like all of our TJs that we get in. Starting with the exterior of the Jeep, we performed our full paint correction service on this. Now, if you're not familiar with that, I'll give you a quick briefing of a XJ that we're currently doing. So paint correction, this is like stage 2 or 3. So we clean it, we clay bar it, we get all the top contaminants off of the Jeep. And then what you're seeing right here is part of the sanding process to take a very thin layer of top clear coat off, which is what holds 95% of your imperfections on the paint. So once we completely sand it down with different grit sandpapers, different types of blocking, different, we hand sand some areas, we machine sand other areas. And then from there, you have multiple steps of compounds, polishes, buffings, different machines and everything else to get the sanded paint to look like this. And this still has multiple steps of polishing to get done. But as you see, it goes from that to this to absolutely beautiful paint. So essentially, the top layer of clear is the newest layer of clear up to the surface, and from there ceramic coated and everything else. So very, very tedious process on that, and that's one of the reasons this particular TJ looks so good, in addition to it being garage kept in Florida. Now, this is a 2-owner Jeep. The original owners bought it brand new and traded it in 2017. And that's where the second owners, they took it over in 2017. And then it came directly to us here at Davis Auto Sports. All original paint on this. The Columbia Edition gives it the beautiful charcoal accents, charcoal wheels. Usually we upgrade or change the wheels on our TJs. In my opinion, with the charcoal fender flares, these wheels are absolutely spot on. They look gorgeous. So we decided to leave those. And as you'll see in some close-ups, they're in excellent condition. So the entire Jeep got paint corrected. Front bumper, filler panel, side steps, mirror caps, mirror housings, rear bumper removed off of the Jeep, sanded down and repainted with black paint. This is not Armor All. 95% of Jeeps, those are blood blisters. That's not Armor All at all. What I was mentioning is most of the Jeeps that you're going to see online that have black bumpers, that will not maintain from the factory like that over 20 years. If you put Armor All on it, it'll look black for a week or two, and then it will actually get worse. So everything that you see on this exterior, paint-wise, is original with the paint correction. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Check out the wheels, original wheels. One of the best looking stock Jeep wheels in my opinion. So underneath the Jeep is where we spent a ton of time on this particular one, and most of our other Jeeps as well. So all we did was a 2.5-inch suspension and steering package that we offer here at DAS, but it is a very thorough package and it's very time consuming because of the process that we use. So every single suspension and steering component is either fully replaced and upgraded or fully serviced, one of the two. I'll give you a quick glance. I have my dogs out here, so they may get down here with us, but starting off, upgraded tie rod bar, upgraded tie rod ends on each end of the bar, brand new drag link bar with new ends on each side of the drag link bar plus the sleeve, upgraded steering stabilizer, Rubicon Express fully adjustable track bar. So literally everything up front is brand new. New sway bar end links, new coils. Behind the coils, a brand new shock. While we're here, brand new brakes all the way around. These are the premium brakes that have a finished coating, so they will not rust. One of the main things that we do, which is very time consuming, is instead of just putting this Jeep on the lift and taking this bar off and installing the upgraded one and taking the coil off, we actually drop the front axle completely off of the Jeep. Same thing in the back. From there, we media blast everything, although this is a Florida Jeep, and as you see, it is beautiful and completely rust-free. This is a process that is now standard here at Davis Auto Sports. This gets completely media blasted. It gets sprayed with a primer, and from there, a undercarriage paint, so the fit and finish is absolutely gorgeous. Instead of reusing the factory hardware, we replace all the hardware with grade 10 upgraded hardware. You'll see markings on every piece. We have one technician install it, and then we have a second technician that comes through and checks all the torques per specs and marks them so that everything is double checked. While we're down here, front diff, transmission, transfer case, rear diff, fully serviced. We open it up, drain it, inspect it, look at everything, clean it all out. If everything's good to go, we leave it as is with the ring and pinions and bearings and put all new synthetic fluid in there, and that holds true to the rest of the drivetrain. I believe this guy got new axle seals as well, control arms, I believe new bushings, new hardware, of course. As we're down here, upgraded radiator. It had the original radiator, and on the top of the original radiators, they have a tendency to crack up top, and it was time to replace it. So double core, all aluminum radiator, aluminum housing, so that's gonna keep this thing nice and cool. Part of our full engine service is new. We used to do just oil pan gaskets. Now we do all new oil pans. So the gasket's new, the pan is new. New rear main seal, it's dry as a bone. Check out the rest of the oil pan. Valve cover is brand new as well, and as we get up top, I'll show you some of the other stuff that we do. When all this stuff is dropped and the pans drop, we have access to the bottom of the engine. As you see, that gets cleaned up, that gets sprayed as well, and we just take a lot of pride in all of our fit and finish work, and that's just how we try to distinguish ourselves from other people out there. Wheel wells, as you see, absolutely perfect. All the ends are fully greasable. They're all greased up, ready to go as well. So literally there's nothing, you know, this Jeep, every dealer that would have bought a 65,000 mile Jeep, and rightfully so, would have cleaned it up and put it online, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we try to find the cleanest, nicest Jeeps, make them that much nicer, so that if you're looking for top tier, top percent Jeeps on the market, that's what we're known for. Obviously they come at a premium, and that's what you're getting, a premium product. So we'll make our way down to the side as well, but as you see up front, literally everything is replaced. We even sand down all the other components and clean those up as well. Knuckles completely smooth as can be, coated. So a lot of the Jeep undercarriages are visible. So we really like to take a lot of pride in making them look really, really nice. As mentioned, Brakes are done. Now there's some grime because we do have some road hours on this, but unfortunately got a little bit of dirt on it. But floor pans, I mean, it literally can't get any cleaner as far as rust free and just original. It's just absolutely beautiful. We do a drop down on the transfer case. We don't use the little pucks, we use the full bars. And also in doing that, we put new inserts, new gray tin hardware. So just absolutely anything and everything that we can do to make everything perfect, that's what we do. Looks like we got some new U-joints in there as well. In the back of the diffs, I mean, every nook and cranny. We just don't do the parts that you see on camera. I mean, it's a ton of time that goes into this. Skid plate, this was also removed during the time of doing this service right here. As you see how perfectly smooth that is, that gets sanded down, that gets coated as well. I mean, it literally does not get any cleaner. If you look at all the marks on all the hardwares, triple torqued. Same thing with the rear axle, coated, as clean as can be. And that undercarriage does not get any nicer. Same thing with the gas tank shield, that is completely dropped, sanded down, and coated as well. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? In these videos, I'm literally going off the top of my head. We have Jeeps all around us. This is just our final stage reconditioning facility. That's our body shop. And from that side of the building to that side of the building up front is all our full technician shop and our upholstery division over there. So make sure if you're watching this video on YouTube to go to our website, davisautosports.com, so you can actually get the full spec sheet. Because I don't bring out cheat sheets and notes and everything else. I just go over the Jeep, and oftentimes I miss smaller detail stuff. Here's a shot of your new nice radiator. When we remove the valve cover to put the new gasket on, that gets completely sanded down and sprayed as well. New insulator right there. Engine bay, just natural clean. We don't tire shine them or anything like that. So just super, super clean. It looks like we may have, I'll double check on the specs, but may have put new mounts in there as well. My guys at this point, especially my guys that have been with me long enough, they know when we bring a Jeep in, if anything is even remotely in question, we do it. So, but you really have to see this body in person because it's so hard nowadays to find TJs that are this straight, this clean. Now, that's not to say it doesn't have imperfections because it's a 20-year-old vehicle, so it does. But as far as the body panels, how straight it is, the alignment of everything, it's an absolutely beautiful example. Of course, some rock chips and small surface scratches and stuff of that nature from over the years as expected. So Carfax, it does show 2 owners. It shows in 2017, and I'll have a copy of it on our website and listing. It shows rear accident, but it also says specifically no damage. Now, there's no paint work, and it says it was the rear of the Jeep. So everything, it's an original fender, original taillight. The rear gate is original. There's no paint work anywhere. There's no tape lines. So while speaking to the previous owner, when they had a factory size spare back here, they had a gray hard cap, which is a really nice cover that these have from time to time. They're extremely rare. So it had one of those caps that covered not the soft one, but the hard ones. And the Jeep backed into a hood, and the bottom of the cap hit the top of the hood, and that owner of that car claimed it on the insurance and everything else. So all it did was put a slight crack in the bottom of the hard casing there, which is not part of the vehicle. But anytime an insurance claim is made or a police report is made, it's going to grab the VIN of the two vehicles and make a report. But as noted on Carfax, and you'll see it, no damage reported whatsoever. So interior is very, very clean. It's automatic, 4-wheel drive, non-smoker. I don't smoke. I won't buy a vehicle that's been smoked in, or at least no signs of smoke from odors and burns and everything else. Upgraded grab handles, the hard ones, on each side. Nice Columbia edition seats. Upgraded the sound system to a double din. Upgraded the speakers. Carpet is absolutely impeccable. This was owned by an elderly couple in Florida. No gouging from bringing a bunch of stuff in here over the years. I mean, just as clean as can be. We also installed a new soft top. So, I mean, it does not get any better than this. Now, we have that really bad storm hitting us here on the East Coast. It's pouring out right now, so we're not going to take this thing on a test drive, but I can absolutely assure you she drives absolutely perfect. Now, like I said, there's going to be a number of things that we did in addition to what I just discussed with you guys, but make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com. And in addition to this really nice Columbia edition, we just put this Impact Orange online as well. This is a really cool Jeep. It's got a ton of stuff done to it, 37s. And then we also have another Impact Orange. We'll go up to the front real quick. So we have a really cool Impact Orange with a great top, hard top. And this thing's getting all sorts of stuff. Full JKS suspension all the way around, 456 gears, Yukon lockers, Fox suspension. This guy's getting a really, really, really nice build done. So this one is a number of weeks away of getting done, but that's a really nice one. Everything else in here is spoken for and sold. But and then we have some other TJs on our website as well. So we have a nice we have probably about 7 or 8 TJ LJs on our site right now, but this one right here is a beautiful example. So if you guys have any questions, 855-XJ Jeeps. That's 855-955-3377. Thank you.